What's up, guys? I'm here with my cat Hester, and the Bulls finished their regular season with a win over the Detroit Pistons. And we go into the play-in tournament on Wednesday feeling hopeful, right? I think. But just wanted to give some thoughts and wrap up some feelings and emotions from the season. Haven't made a video in a minute, but I think it's a good time to get back into it as the Bulls, I don't know, man. They're going to have to play in Toronto and fight for a playoff spot. They'd have to get 2 wins in the play-in tournament to actually get the seed, to be the 8th seed, and then go up against the Bucks. So tough stuff, but an exciting offseason to come after that, whatever happens, for sure. I wanted to talk about Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams, I think, had a really good season. He ended up playing in all 82 games after missing pretty much most of his sophomore season due to that wrist injury. So a really encouraging sign for a guy who's had some struggles in the league for sure, but I think lately has almost become kind of underrated in some ways. That image of him being, non-aggressive or not being able to shoot, not being able to score, whatever it is, those things have really kind of become false. He's been able to find his own shot. He's been able to create his own shots and be a playmaker, but also hit those wide open threes, that he's being set up for by having so many other really, really great scorers around him. So encouraging stuff, not even talking about his defense. Defensively, he's one of the best isolation defenders in the league. Certainly a good team defender too. He's been working on getting better at crashing the boards and getting those rebounds. Definitely an area of his game that he's going to need to improve, but I think all around Pat has shown, that he can be a guy, a starter. And hopefully next season, he really does take that step to solidify himself as the forward of the future for the Bulls at the 4. With the center position somewhat unknown, I think the Bulls will try to re-sign Nikola Vucevic this offseason for sure, but it's a little unknown what that's going to look like and how they're going to try to keep building this team. Zach LaVine is on that big contract. DeMar DeRozan is getting older, so you do kind of wonder what the plan is to keep building a championship caliber team. Hopefully, that's the idea, right? We want them to keep going up, not just kind of maintain making the 8th seed and losing in the first round. That's just, it's not going to cut it. And last season was disappointing at the end, and this season looks like it might be. We'll see how things go. Again, I sound so pessimistic. I'm hopeful. I really am hopeful that they are able to pull off this win in Toronto. It's going to be a difficult environment to get a win. We're going to need that Patrick Beverley effect. Unfortunately, lately it felt like it wore off a little bit. We'll see. We need that energy. We need that kind of juice from the starting lineup. So Zach has been doing his thing. He's been going off. We know, with the injury to Lonzo Ball being kind of one of that, it's like the dark cloud looming over this team right now. I think Patrick Beverley has been a welcome addition at the point guard position. I don't think he's the point guard of the future. I think Kobe White should get maybe a little more consideration in that respect. I think he's become a really important player within the Bulls rotation. He's become one of their best players off the bench. And certainly I think, he could end up being a starter. I think that's kind of where his career is headed. He's a really well-rounded offensive player. He's got a full 3-level scoring ability. I think he's really quick off the dribble. He's able to read closeouts well and make a good decision with the ball in his hands, whether that's, taking a 3 or driving into the lane. And he's got some really nice moves at the rim too. He's another one of those guys on the Bulls that plays really well in transition. And defensively, he's not the greatest on ball navigating around screens all the time necessarily. That's one of those things that, you miss losing Lonzo Ball, but Alex Caruso, that's kind of his whole bread and butter, to pick up that slack. Kobe White plays better kind of off ball. He's not really like a point guard defender even. He kind of plays better defending like wings almost, just because he's better at reading those passing lanes that generate steals. He's also good at getting down low and, putting his body out and taking the charge. So he generates turnovers, not the greatest defender all around, but a capable one for sure. And a guy definitely to watch. He's going to be a restricted free agent this offseason, so the Bulls have to make a decision there. And I really hope they're able to keep him around. They have another decision with another point guard, Ayo Dosunmu. Ayo, I think, has struggled a bit in his second season. And you got to remember, Kobe White is like just the same age as Ayo, and he's been in the league for a few years now. So with Ayo, it's tough to justify giving him any significant amount of money. That said, he might be able to take kind of a hometown discount, just because, unfortunately, he has had kind of an up and down second season in the league so far after that, breakout rookie year, in my opinion. So it's tough to see what his value or contract, number would be right now. And with the Bulls having so many kind of point guards in the mix, they got to pick a guy because Lonzo's not coming back next season. So it'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out in the offseason. I think Ayo will definitely get a fair look by the Bulls. I just think, in my opinion, Kobe White might be the guy to prioritize if you have to pick one of the two, depending on how the money shakes out. Kobe might have some demand, So it'll be interesting to see, but hopefully we win this play-in game, and I'll have a follow-up video to check in again after that. But just wanted to get this out there. Also been working on some content around Kobe White specifically, and looking at some of his clips. So hopefully I'll have that out pretty soon. But yeah, just want to get back in front of the camera, get back in front of the mic, and talk about the Bulls a little bit. It's been a fun last couple games. The Grizzlies one was fun. The Mavericks one was fun. The Hawks one, not so much, but up and down season for sure. I'm trying to see the brighter side of things and get back to talking Bulls with you guys. So thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we will talk again soon. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment. Let me know how you felt about this season. It's been an up and down one, like I said. So interesting to see the vibe headed into the play-in game and then into the offseason, just to kind of gauge where everyone's at. Good to be back in front of you guys. Good to hear from you. Talk soon.